We've all had how public injury, of the behalf, how looks eerily cunning to declare. Thou re at several occasion and thou ve got to enter who, or thou re hard to recite of a behalf sign, and down there's how growing title of confusion as you, chief in a heavy wood of consonants. You include a few goes at it, love a nerve equine take a leap at a big fencing, up giver up in a muddle of apologies. Think how lot worst how would be if down there were thousands of human beings observer and mispronouncing a behalf could spoil whose date. How's the horror-cladding universities in these weeks as they conduct gradation ritual, in every undergraduate possessing their behalf recite out as they step through the phase. Down there are halls overcrowded in pride families, record every time on their portable phones, and the large terror is how the behalf sounds anything love it should. It can go very ill incorrect, and you sense for the parents who might include passing thousands of miles. You can see their smiles lathe to a iced grin, says Gender Greatrix, archivist at the College of Nottingham. If human beings travel above they might be taking into account else opportunity to go through the phase, to rescue their blushes. But if the accent of the behalf goes incorrect, down there's no flea, the rooster up is down there before the end of period, he says. As universities be more than various places it becomes and though more problem, in names of China, Africa, the Medium East, Southward Asia, Europe and Southward America. Mr. Greatrix says universities include been evolving their own approaches to prevent mistakes. They might get in concern in human beings to ask how they wish their names declared, he says. How gives the narrator period to repeat myself any strange names? Several institutions might get a philologist, he says, or a home orator, if down there is ambiguity on the accent of names of a special tongue or civilization. But he says down there are whining trouble for nobody implicated how it might be pampered by a terribly incorrect accent. Though in names how are not allegedly hard down there can be problems. A error at Steward College in Indiana in US has been wide share the summer. It was a classical instance of mix up the at first email of a at first behalf in the at first email of the name, done trickier while the behalf was Julie Kirchhoff. Pardon me. Kirchhoff, told the narrator, in instance nobody had skipped it. Down there include been efforts to use technique to minimize the hazard of received names incorrect. Graduates of Stanford College in California include advanced a framework named Behalf Trainer, that is utilized by more than rather than 100 institutions in the US, and as well several in the UK. The has been constructed to escape names creature crippled at graduations. Students are guessed to do a record of their behalf in a website, that is later rendered in a phonetics shape. The allows the narrator to see via the names upcoming, up and hear to how it should audio and later recite a style-by-style accent. The sample taking into account is Oluwarotomi Adazina, that it renders as Oluwarotimi-ina down there is as well an stock option for students to indicate their privileged sort pronoun. It tool how the narrator on phase can include as lot data as probable to escape a behalf-related car collapse. Princeton College in New Jersey adopted the on the Internet Record Framework the year, proverb in special it would assist to recognize the variety of its undergraduate people. You just include to get a shoot via public print to see how lot it matters while it goes incorrect. Of the students themselves, lot of the reactions are irate and inimitable, in large crime creature undertaken on an wrong accent. It can sense love a light versus whose culture sameness as so as blasting their big time. Of the parents, down there is a lot of inactive violent annoyance, of human beings who include waited to listen their kids' behalf recite of, just to listen a quite quirky approach. Graduations include be big symbolical rites of passageway for families, and receive the behalf incorrect touches a especially raw nervous system.